Welcome back to Aquatic Australia. Today we're diving from dive vessel Ballot and Jack at Rottnest Island, and we're on the north side. Our first dive site was an unknown site in the club database. The boat's depth sounder's not working, so the only way to find out what was there was to dive. Sadly, despite looking around, there was nothing but sand. The visibility was nice though, and the feeling of flying was fun. I also kept a lookout for any interesting sharks, but alas, there were none. We finished our dive as quickly and safely as possible to save air for a possible further dive. Our second and third dives are at Grouper Spot. This is just north of Geordie Bay on Rottnest. The site is riddled with caverns, and very quickly on descent we find our first cavern. Swimming through the twisted shapes of the caverns, my video system lights up the red and yellow corals and sponges. My buddy Keith is filming with his GoPro underneath the ledge. Swimming over the weed, we spot a large eagle ray flying over the reef. Hiding in the bottom vegetation, I find a nudibranch. Carefully and gently I maneuver it to be photographed, and then ensure that it's secure back where it was found. This is one of the Cromodorius West Australiensis, the West Australian nudibranch, endemic to the state. I find another nudibranch nearby. Nudibranchs are sea slugs. Their bright colours are a warning that they are toxic to eat. In a cavern, I find a sweet lips and a breaksea cod, two popular eating fish. A curious wrasse comes to take a look at the camera and then swims away. A large red sponge contrasts with the blue light shining in from the cave entrances. Western blue devilfish are one of the prettiest fish locally. They are related to damselfishes and like to hang out in caves and under ledges where they shelter but also can ambush small prey. These colourful fish can live for up to 60 years. Here, inside a cave, my buddy Keith gets close to a devilfish and takes the time to appreciate its colours close up. A dewfish swims past Keith and out towards me. Dewfish are popular with fishermen as they're very tasty. We find a large angled tunnel that leads from one side of the central reef to the other. It's full of fish. We watch a while. In the cave we find a small shoal of about 6 moonlighters, or 6-banded coral fish. All across the site there are caves. Bullseyes like to hang out around caves, so there are many schools. One of my favourite things in diving is to swim through a school of fish, watching their movement. I am rarely seen on these videos, so I did a quick selfie as we swim along. Divers move in a truly 3D world. Nothing highlights this better than flying through caverns that honeycomb the reefs here. Our dive coming to an end, we carry out our safety stops and ascend to the boat. Our next dive is on the same site. Using up the last of our air from the first dive, we go in a different direction. This site has some tall rock formations and some weirdly eroded ones. This one looks like a horse or alpaca. This strange formation looks like a Klingon starship. It has a thin neck. How long has it existed? How long can it last? 2 old wives swim along, patrolling the reef. These beautiful fish look like Amazonian angelfishes. The walls of the cavern are home to large and colourful sponges. Sponges are a colony of animals that live together and filter food from the water. They're the same thing as bathroom sponges. Before synthetic sponges, divers would collect sponges just like these, dry them and trim them. When you touch them gently, they feel rubbery. We started this dive with only what remained in our tanks from the first dive. But now, our short third dive is up, and it's time to go home. It's been a fun day's diving, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel to see more. Please join us next time on Aquatic Australia. Let's take a look at the still photos from the day.